Man, I know damn well he wasn't putting belt to ass with one eye. Hell no.
Chicago is home to some of the most savage rappers and street dudes out there, but most people have no idea about the crazy story of Lil Les. One of the craziest shooters in the city
Lil
who kept sliding
Les,
on the ops even after they shot one of his eyes out.
he putting
Lil
belt to
Les
ass
grew
in
up
his
on the
name,
south side of
Leslie.
Chicago, but moved into an area called the
Come
Pocket
on
when he
now.
was around 9 years old and started repping the Pocket Town set. Pocket Town has been around since the 80s, and a dude named Nate Hill turned him into one of the most feared crews in the city. Hill was running the coke game in Chicago and allegedly raked in over 100 mil moving weight. He started out as a street hustler, stealing cars and just trying to help his family get by. But after he flipped his first bag of coke, Hill realized how much money he could make in the drug game. He was a
And he
smart
said,
dude who knew how to
fuck
take
that
drug money
working.
through his own bus company. And not before long, Hill was working with the cartels and bringing literal tons of cocaine into Chicago. When you're moving that much weight, it's only a matter of time before the cops catch on, though.
That boy
And
was
Hill had to
plugged
run
in
away
for
to Africa
real.
to avoid getting caught. According to Hill, he'd already left the drug game behind a long time ago. He started his own newspaper, record company, and was getting into the movie industry too, and had business deals with superstars like Michael Jackson. While he was on the run, the feds named him one of the top 10 most wanted criminals in the world.
Michael
And Hill
Jackson,
was
did I
actually
just hear
trying to
that?
help everyone he
I'm
could
late, but did
continue
I
their
just hear what I
peace.
think I just
In
heard?
Africa, he was able to link tribal leaders from Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia to trade resources together and help the people in their communities. He went from
Nah,
selling
nigga, you had
drugs
them
and making
blood
hits to
diamonds.
helping people
Stop
who had
lying
nothing.
for.
But the feds eventually caught up to him and took him down for what he had done in the past. After he was convicted, Hill said, "The hunger for a better life has cost me my life." After Hill got out of the coke game, it led to all kinds of fighting between sets who wanted to take over the scene. He might have turned his life around and started working for peace. But back in Chicago, the situation in Pocket Town was getting brutal. Lil Les jumped off the porch early. His older brother, King Rico, taught him how to move in the streets, and by the time they was around 12 years old, the brothers was already making a name for themselves in the trenches. Les and Rico was still in cars, kicking in doors, and moving weight. But at the same time, Les was trying to become a rapper too. This all went down way before Chief Keef blew up and put Chicago on the map for drill music. And back when Les was spitting rhymes, it was a lot harder for anyone in the city to make it in the rap game. Les never popped off in the industry, so he kept both feet in the trenches and became one of the most feared dudes in Chicago. Back in the day, Pocket Town was linked up with a
He
set
said,
called
fuck it,
ABM.
something gotta work.
Les and his brother King Rico would slide on their ops from Murder Town with them, and rumors say Les was involved with the death of a dude from Murder Town named Dro. After Dro died, they changed their name to Dro City. But that's not the only set Lil Les
He
allegedly
made
ever
a
went
whole
into.
city,
A
boy.
dude named Jarvis from ABM was tight with dudes from Pocket Town, but he was also cool with some of their ops who rep Sircon City. Pocket Town and Sircon City already had issues, but the beef was about to take a deadly turn and make ABM and Pocket Town go to war. According to rumors, Jarvis was partying with some dudes from Sircon City one night when Lil Les and some other Pocket Town affiliates showed
He
up.
look like a
They
damn
wanted them
pirate,
outside
boy.
before
I
they
ain't trying to
did.
be funny, but
Les left the party
the
and then
mugshot's
allegedly came
crazy with
right
the
back
black
and shot
motherfucker on.
Jarvis in the face. Les never went down for the murder, but 600 Breezy confirms it on Twitter and said, "We lost 6 people in 8 years. Y'all been getting y'all pussy pops since Lil Les took Jarvis' face off." ABM started going by Charles City in his honor, and they allegedly killed a Pocket Town affiliate named Lil Albert as get back for him. Then Pocket Town clapped back and took out another dude from Charles City. By that point, Les was already known for sliding on the ops, and in 2009, he allegedly took out a dude from Sircon City named Lil Mo, and then another Sircon affiliate named Julian, but neither murder was ever confirmed. What's really crazy about all this is that even though both sides was dropping bodies, some dudes from Sircon and Pocket Town would still link up and play basketball against each other. In
Y'all
2006,
ain't really
Lil
ops.
Les,
Them niggas
King
like each
Rico,
other,
and some
boy.
other Pocket Town affiliates had a
Friendly
game
ass
against
niggas.
Sircon and Pocket Town territory. They had $200 on the line for whoever won, but in the middle of the match, some kind of fight broke out and someone from Pocket Town started letting off shots. Nobody got hit,
You
but the
thought
next
niggas was
day,
gonna let
Lil
you
Les
walk
got
off
caught in
with that
traffic and
200
was
in a
shot in the
basketball
face.
game?
There's basically two versions of the story, and nobody knows
Be
which
for
one is
real,
true,
bro.
so we're gonna break both down. According to one version, Lil Les was riding around in Rico's car when a dude named Lil Mo ran up on him and shot him in the eye. Les was able to pull through and survive, but unfortunately, the doctors couldn't save his left eye, and he's been half blind ever since. Rico went to see his brother in the hospital, and the very next day, he allegedly slid on Sircon City and got revenge. A Sircon affiliate named Damian Kendricks was walking down the street when 4 dudes in hoodies pulled up and started letting off shots. Rico went down.
If you know your gang just put in work, why the fuck are you walking down the block?
for the murder and is serving a 55-year sentence, but he still claims he had nothing to do with Damian's death. Rico's whole case was crazy. According to an organization called Injustice Watch that investigates police misconduct, the detectives who charged Rico are real sketchy. There were 3 witnesses who identified Rico as the shooter, but 2 of them completely took their statements back when it came to trial and said that detectives Brian Forberg and Kevin Ebro forced them to make statements. There was no actual evidence linking Rico to Damian's murder. All the prosecutors had was the witness statements against him, but somehow he still ended up getting convicted of murder after 2 of the witnesses took their statement back in the courtroom. One dude said he told Forberg and Ebro what they wanted to hear because he was afraid they would book him on a probation violation if he didn't.
Scary
Witness
ass.
Eason told the jury that he only made a statement because he wanted to get out of the police station as fast as possible.
Of
That
course he
wasn't the only
did.
case where Forberg and Ebro abused their power. In 2011, Forberg was named in a wrongful conviction worth 3.4 mil after it was revealed the state kept some evidence secret that proved a dude named Maurice Patterson was innocent in his case. Forberg and Ebro kept another innocent dude locked up for 3 years and used another statement from a witness to keep him there. Rico says they was always coming around and picking up dudes off the street, but back then he had no idea about police misconduct or what it was. Usually a case like this will be thrown out due to lack of evidence, but unfortunately, Rico got unlucky with his defense team too. A defense attorney named Dave Weiner was his trial lawyer, and the dude was a mess. He was an alcoholic with anger issues, and eventually he got fired by the state because he was so bad at defending his clients. Rico said he could even smell alcohol on Weiner's breath when they was
And they
meeting
said he
about the case.
sucked.
And a few times, he ain't even show up for pre-trial hearings, so Rico had to be represented by a public defender who knew nothing about his case. That's not even the end of the drama though. The judge in Rico's case was a dude named Joseph Claps, and he got booked on a gun charge back in 2018. He was strapped up in the courthouse, and a surveillance camera caught his gun falling out of his jacket. But thanks to having homies in the legal system, he skated on the case and is back to judging other
And I
criminals.
put my shit in
It
on
all started with Lil Les allegedly getting shot by Lil Mo, but rumors say that's not how it went down. Some alleged paperwork leaked where Les gave the cops info about the shooting, and this is the second story about how he lost his eye. On September 20th, 2006, Les was driving down 72nd and Dobson when he spotted a dude he knew named Danny Blackwell. Les pulled over
this
to
nigga
talk
doing
to
all
him.
this shit.
Blackwell
Oh
asked for a ride
6.
to a barbershop so he could collect some money from a dude
I
who
was in
owed him.
kindergarten.
When they got to the shop, Les stayed in the whip but could see what was happening inside. Blackwell shook hands with a couple of dudes in the shop, then got into some kind of argument with one of them. The other dude swung on Blackwell, and that's when Blackwell upped his strap and shot him. As soon as the shots went off, Les drove off because he didn't want to get wrapped up in the situation. Blackwell wasn't cool with him leaving like that though, and a few days later, he caught Les shooting dice. They started yelling at each other, but Les decided to just leave the situation alone. He walked back to his whip, and that's when Blackwell came up and shot him in the face. According to
Damn.
rumors, Blackwell died in 2007, and Lil Les found out that an innocent dude went down for the barbershop murder. So in 2016, he told the police about everything so the other guy could go free. There's no concrete proof on either story though. Lil Les lost his
That's a
eye,
real
and
ass
King
nigga
Rico
though.
went to prison.
He
But in
snitched, but
2008,
the
his
nigga was
situation got even
dead,
more
so
tragic. On May
fuck him.
26th, his sister Sharkeela was walking down the street when a whip pulled up next to her and started letting off shots. She was pronounced dead later that night, and what makes it even worse is that she was allegedly killed by accident by someone from Pockettown. Les was allegedly sliding on everyone back in the day. He had over 17 arrests before he even turned 18. But in 2009,
Damn.
he finally got hit with some serious charges that stuck. It's not clear exactly how it went down, but Les was allegedly sliding into Opp territory with some younger Pockettown affiliates, and they got into a shootout. According to rumors, Les took the fall for everything and got hit with 2 counts of aggravated battery with a firearm. Most judges would let the cases run at the same time, but Les was such a feared dude in the city that they made him serve the time separately and hit him with a 24-year sentence. Pockettown and another set called KTS were linked up and both had beef with Sircon City. After Les went down for the shootout, a dude named KTS Vaughn started putting crazy pressure on the Opps. Vaughn allegedly caught his first body in 2011 when he killed a dude named Gotti who repped a set called 8x13. They changed their name to Gotti World after it went
8 by
down, and
13?
that's
What
when
the
some people
fuck? Is they
started
some
comparing
lumber?
KTS Vaughn to
Nigga,
Lil
what
Les.
the hell?
The next year, KTS Vaughn allegedly killed 2 No Limit affiliates and hit 4 more when he caught them lacking on the street. G Herbo was one of the dudes who got shot that day, but luckily he pulled through and made a full recovery. KTS Vaughn and his brother Dre got into a wild shootout a few months later after they pressed No Limit Cairo at a McDonald's. Then in 2013, Vaughn and some other KTS dudes slid into Sircon City territory and murdered a dude named Pharaoh while he was taking out the trash for his dad.
Alright, man, we
A
finna
few
cut
months
this bit
after
right here.
Pharaoh's
Let's go.
death,